Humans are inherently curious beings, always striving to uncover the mysteries of the universe. Yet some things are better left hidden, their secrets veiled for a reason. After all, they say curiosity killed the cat. From eerie experiments with shadows to unsettling photographs, here are 20 things humans were never meant to see. Number 20. Shadow Experiment. Take a moment to watch this haunting clip. It features Louis Slotin, a Canadian physicist, standing before a wall as a bright, searing light begins to shine. This was part of a thermal radiation experiment, where intense radiation created eerie shadows on walls and pavements, shadows of objects or people that had blocked the radiation's path. Tragically, shortly after the experiment, Slotin lost his life. Some claim this very experiment was the cause of his death, while others argue it was unrelated. Regardless of the true cause, this chilling demonstration highlights the immense power and devastating potential of nuclear weapons. Like this video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, or these cockroaches will dance on your face when you're sleeping. Number 19. Island of the Dolls. Hidden within the canals of Mexico City lies the Island of the Dolls, widely considered one of the most chilling places on Earth. The story begins with Don Julian Santana Barrera, a man who claimed to have found the body of a young girl who drowned in a canal. Near her body, he discovered a doll, which he hung on a tree to honor her spirit. But the story doesn't end there. Soon, Don Julian began hearing whispers, footsteps, and anguished cries, despite being miles from civilization. To appease what he believed was the girl's restless spirit, he began collecting and hanging more dolls, many missing limbs or decayed by time. For 50 years, he turned the island into a macabre spectacle, scavenging for dolls in trash heaps or trading for them with his homegrown produce. In 2001, Don Julian was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Since then, visitors to the island have reported unsettling experiences, dolls with eyes that seem to follow them or whispers that carry through the air. While skeptics attribute the eerie atmosphere to the island's isolation and the decaying state of the dolls, believers insist the spirits of the dead inhabit this haunting location. Whatever the truth, the Island of the Dolls remains one of the most unnerving destinations in the world. Number 18. Snake Island. Just 20 miles off the coast of Brazil lies an island no human should ever set foot on, Snake Island. True to its name, this remote landmass is overrun by one of the most venomous snakes in the world, the golden lancehead pit viper. Estimates suggest there are as many as 1 to 5 snakes per square meter, making an encounter inevitable with every step. But how did these snakes end up here? The leading theory is that rising seawater after the last ice age trapped the snakes on the island over 11,000 years ago. Isolated from the mainland, they evolved to become exceptionally venomous, adapting to hunt birds as their primary prey. Their venom is so potent it can melt human flesh. To protect both humans and the snakes, the Brazilian government has banned visitors, except for scientists and researchers who venture there under strict precautions. The danger is very real, and ignoring the warnings could be a fatal mistake. Number 17. The Ghost Army of World War II. Amid the chaos of World War II, strategy and deception often tipped the scales. One of the war's most ingenious and lesser-known tactics was the Ghost Army, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. This unique unit consisted of artists, actors, designers, and sound engineers tasked with one mission: deceiving German forces. Their tools were far from conventional. Inflatable tanks, jeeps, and artillery pieces were used to create the illusion of a formidable military presence. From a distance, these rubber replicas looked so convincing that they fooled enemy reconnaissance teams and spies. Adding to the deception were sound engineers who crafted recordings of tank movements, troop chatter, and bustling army camps, which were played over loudspeakers to enhance the illusion. Meanwhile, radio operators transmitted fake messages, intentionally allowing German forces to intercept misleading information. This elaborate subterfuge caused the Germans to misallocate their troops and resources, often leading to strategic blunders. For decades, the exploits of the Ghost Army were classified, but their ingenious efforts are now recognized as a testament to the creativity and resourcefulness that helped shape the outcome of the war. Number 16. The Elephant's Foot in Chernobyl. Deep within the ruins of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant lies a grim relic of one of humanity's worst nuclear disasters, the Elephant's Foot. This deadly mass, formed during the catastrophic meltdown of 1986, is made of corium, a mixture of nuclear fuel rods, concrete, and steel melted together under extreme heat. When first discovered, the Elephant's Foot was so radioactive that standing near it for even a few minutes guaranteed death. It was so hot it emitted blue Cherenkov radiation, creating an eerie glow in the air. Workers couldn't approach it without risking their lives, relying instead on remote-controlled machinery and mirrors to capture photographs of the lump, which eerily resembled the texture of an elephant's foot. Although its radioactivity has lessened over the years, it remains highly dangerous, serving as a chilling reminder of an event that should never have happened, a testament to the destructive power of nuclear energy gone wrong. Number 15. Nikola Tesla and the Magnifying Transmitter. This striking photograph of Nikola Tesla might look like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's entirely real. It shows the legendary inventor sitting calmly before his magnifying transmitter, a device Tesla envisioned as a way to transmit power wirelessly over vast distances. In the image, electric arcs resembling lightning bolts radiate from the transmitter, creating a dazzling and intimidating display. At the time, many people were skeptical about the safety of such devices, so Tesla himself sat in front of it while it was active to prove it was harmless. Tesla conducted much of his work on this invention in his laboratory in Colorado Springs, far from the bustling streets of New York. It was in this secluded setting that Tesla carried out some of his most revolutionary and enigmatic experiments, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire to this day. Number 14. Tennis on a Plane. The Roaring Twenties were a time of bold innovation and even bolder stunts. One of the most daring? Playing tennis on the wing of a biplane mid-flight. In 1925, wing walkers Gladys Roy and Ivan Unger took to the skies to turn this wild idea into reality. During an era when aviation was still in its infancy, performing stunts on the wings of planes was a thrilling form of entertainment. With planes being lighter and far less advanced than today, such stunts required immense skill, courage, and trust in the pilot. Gladys and Ivan weren't just walking the wings, they set up a makeshift tennis court on the plane's wing, gripping tightly to avoid tumbling off. While the stunt was undeniably reckless, it captured the daring spirit of the 1920s. Thankfully, both lived to tell the tale, proving that sometimes, audacious risks can end well. Number 13. The Door to Hell. Deep in the Turkmenistan desert, a massive crater blazes with an eternal flame, earning it the ominous nickname the Door to Hell. Officially known as the Darvaza gas crater, this fiery pit isn't a supernatural phenomenon but rather the result of human intervention. In the 1970s, Soviet geologists drilling for oil accidentally struck a cavern filled with natural gas. The ground beneath their rig collapsed, leaving behind a crater 30 meters deep and 70 meters wide. Fearing the release of toxic methane gas, the scientists decided to ignite it, believing it would burn off in a few weeks. Decades later, the flames are still burning, a testament to how wrong their calculations were. Despite its awe-inspiring presence, the site remains largely isolated. Turkmenistan, ranked as one of the most secretive countries in the world, allows tourists to venture outside its capital, Ashgabat, only under strict supervision. With fewer than 10,000 tourists annually, this natural wonder remains a rare and hauntingly beautiful spectacle. However, it continues to pose challenges for the country, which has been exploring ways to extinguish its persistent embers. Number 12. The Danakil Depression. Tucked away in northern Ethiopia, the Danakil Depression is one of Earth's most extreme and alien landscapes. This scorching basin, over 100 meters below sea level, is among the hottest and lowest places on the planet, with temperatures frequently exceeding 50 degrees Celsius (122 degrees Fahrenheit). The environment is a vibrant yet unforgiving spectacle, with sulfurous yellow fields, acidic green ponds, and vast white salt flats painting a surreal, otherworldly scene. But don't let its beauty fool you. The liquid in this area is so acidic it can burn skin, and the sulfur fumes can be dangerously toxic. Despite its harshness, the depression harbors life. Extremophile microorganisms thrive in these extreme conditions, and local communities continue the ancient tradition of salt mining, braving the blistering heat. The Danakil Depression is both a natural wonder and a sobering reminder of the planet's raw power. Number 11. Team of killer whales hunting a seal. Orcas, often referred to as killer whales, are among the ocean's most powerful and intelligent predators. Watching them in action is a stark reminder of their incredible hunting prowess and teamwork. These apex predators hunt in pods, which can either be family groups or temporary alliances formed for specific hunts. Each pod member has a role, working together in perfect synchronization, much like a well-trained team. One of their most fascinating hunting techniques is wave washing. In icy regions, seals often rest on floating ice. Recognizing this, orcas coordinate to create waves that crash over the ice, either sweeping the seal into the water or destabilizing the ice flow. Once the seal is in the water, it becomes an easier target for the orcas. While witnessing this can be heartbreaking, it's a powerful reminder of the circle of life in the wild and the sheer brilliance of nature's top predators. Number 10. The Iron Man Diving Suit. The early 20th century Iron Man diving suit, developed by Captain E. Newsby Petrie, was a bold attempt to revolutionize underwater exploration. Made entirely of metal, the suit was designed to offer diverse greater protection than the standard canvas suits of the time. Its articulated joints provided some flexibility, while its portholes offered limited visibility. However, the suit's heavy, squared design made it cumbersome. While the metal offered protection against underwater hazards like sharp objects or aggressive marine animals, the weight and lack of mobility posed significant risks, including entrapment or difficulties during emergencies. The Iron Man suit remains a fascinating relic of early diving technology, a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to explore the unknown, even under daunting circumstances. Would you have dared to try it? Let us know. Number 9. Armored cars disguised as elephants. Among the creative tactics employed during British rule in India was the use of armored cars disguised as elephants. Elephants were deeply revered in Indian culture and were often part of processions, ceremonies, and even warfare. Using them as camouflage for military vehicles offered a strategic advantage. During the Great Game, a political struggle between the British and Russian empires, protecting India's northern frontiers was critical. Disguising military vehicles as elephants allowed for inconspicuous movement, as locals viewed the animals with reverence and often paid them little attention. This clever blend of military strategy and cultural insight exemplified the lengths to which the British military would go to maintain control and minimize resistance. Number 8. Underwater nuclear test. This shocking footage of an underwater explosion showcases the terrifying power of nuclear testing, a grim legacy of the Cold War. During this era, nations raced to demonstrate their nuclear capabilities, and one of the most infamous testing sites was Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. When detonated underwater, these nuclear tests produced immense shock waves that devastated marine life and sent towering waves crashing over observation ships. However, the destruction extended far beyond the initial blast. The surrounding water became irradiated, leading to radioactive rain, which contaminated nearby ecosystems and posed severe risks to both land and sea life. Marine food chains were disrupted as radioactive materials spread, causing long-term environmental damage. Tragically, the fallout also affected local communities, leading to increased rates of cancer, birth defects, and the heartbreaking displacement of indigenous populations. Even decades later, the haunting consequences of these underwater tests serve as a stark reminder of humanity's destructive potential and the importance of ensuring history does not repeat itself. Number 7. Toby the Two-Nosed Dog. Meet Toby, the dog with two noses, a unique and captivating canine anomaly. While his appearance may seem unusual, Toby is as lovable as any other dog. Scientifically, some dogs are naturally born with a condition called a split nose, or double noses. This rare trait is most commonly associated with certain breeds, such as the Andean Tiger Hound, also known as the double-nosed Andean Tiger Hound. Originating in the Andes, these dogs were prized for their exceptional scent tracking abilities, though the idea that a split nose enhances their sense of smell remains unproven. Historical accounts of double-nosed dogs date back centuries. British explorer Colonel Percy Fawcett famously wrote about encountering such dogs during his expeditions in South America in the early 1900s. While the genetic basis of this unique feature remains a mystery, one thing is certain: extra noses or not, dogs like Toby remind us of the incredible diversity in the animal kingdom. Number 6. See-through tent. What you're seeing isn't a camera trick, it's a see-through tent, a clever innovation designed for hunters. Unlike traditional hunting blinds that rely on small windows for visibility, the Rhino Blind or 180 offers an unobstructed 360-degree view while keeping the user completely concealed from wildlife. This ingenious design allows hunters to observe their surroundings without alerting their prey. Though it might look like something out of a sci-fi movie, its purpose is entirely practical, offering both stealth and visibility in one remarkable package. Number 5. Alligator High Jump. Think alligators are less impressive than crocodiles? Think again. These powerful reptiles have a surprising ability to launch themselves vertically out of the water. Using their muscular tails, an average adult alligator can propel nearly half its body length upward. For a 10-foot-long alligator, this means jumping 4 to 5 feet out of the water. This astonishing feat showcases the strength packed into their tails, which are composed of about 80% muscle. Beyond their jumping ability, alligators are formidable apex predators known for their hunting skills and bone-crushing bite force. Next time you spot an alligator in the wild, remember their surprising agility and raw power. Respect from a distance is definitely advised. Number 4. A witch. This eerie footage of what appears to be a witch scaling a building may look like it's straight out of a horror movie, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Historically, the fear of witches consumed Europe, leading to tens of thousands of executions during the infamous witch hunts between the 15th and 18th centuries. During this volatile era, accusations of witchcraft were often fueled by societal upheavals, religious conflicts, and misunderstandings of natural phenomena. Fear and superstition led to tragic consequences for countless individuals. Perhaps an image like this, regardless of its modern-day context, would have only fueled the hysteria of the time. It's a haunting reminder of a dark chapter in human history. Number 3. Soldiers confronting concentration camps. After World War II, many German soldiers were forced to confront the atrocities committed in Nazi concentration camps. Their reactions were often a mix of shock, guilt, and horror as they faced the unimaginable reality of the Holocaust. While the Holocaust is one of the most tragic events in human history, it's essential to remember the broader causes of World War II. Factors like nationalism, territorial disputes, and economic strife also played significant roles in igniting the conflict. However, none of these justify the suffering endured by millions during the Holocaust. The systematic extermination of Jews, along with other targeted groups, remains an unparalleled atrocity, a chilling reminder of humanity's darkest potential. Number 2. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This unsettling image of a crowd wearing Mickey Mouse masks feels like it came straight out of a dystopian nightmare. The black and white filter only adds to its eerie vibe, but there's a historical explanation behind it. In the early 1930s, Mickey Mouse clubs became wildly popular. These gatherings were often held in theaters, where children would celebrate Disney's beloved cartoon character by wearing Mickey Mouse masks or ears. While the intention was wholesome, looking back, the sea of masked faces undeniably evokes a creepy, cult-like atmosphere. Mickey Mouse may have been created to bring joy, but this bizarre visual reminds us how something innocent can unintentionally take on a much darker tone. And now it's time for the prime topic. Here's something truly chilling, a photo allegedly discovered in a historical archive and rumored to be cursed. Taken during the Second World War, it's said to capture a location haunted by the spirits of those who perished in a tragic accident. While the authenticity of these claims cannot be verified, many who've stumbled upon this image have reported feeling deeply unsettled. Whether you believe in curses or not, This photo serves as a haunting reminder of the tragedies tied to war and the scars they leave behind. Does it make you feel uneasy too? Number 1. Revisiting the attic. This seemingly simple photo carries immense weight. It shows Otto Frank standing alone in the attic of the secret annex in Amsterdam, the place where his family hid during the Holocaust. Otto's daughter, and Frank, became a symbol of resilience and hope through the diary she wrote while in hiding. Tragically, Anne, her sister Margot, and their mother Edith perished in concentration camps after their betrayal and arrest in 1944. Otto was the sole survivor and later returned to Amsterdam, where he found Anne's diary. Preserved by Miet Gies, one of the brave individuals who helped the family, the diary offered the world a window into Anne's life and the horrors of war. If you haven't read The Diary of a Young Girl, it's a harrowing yet enlightening journey worth taking. And herself hoped her words would be shared with the world, a wish that continues to touch millions to this day. Which of these stories intrigued you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you think we missed anything, feel free to share your thoughts. Don't forget to check out our other cool stuff showing up on your screen, and I'll see you next time.